All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with Trump versus Feminism 2, The Life Most Triggered, here at Taste the Brain. We're going to dive right back into talking about this sensitive, triggering topic.
All right. I think I'd like to start off to say why feminism played such a big part in this election. Just okay. One thing: there's Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump, right? Of course, all the feminists are gonna be going for Hillary Clinton, and with a female president being that close to a female president, definitely made feminism just made feminism a bigger thing. It made it seem more like legit. A lot more people were jumping on the feminism train, and with Trump being elected president, it triggered all of these feminists that were going for Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Do you think that maybe it was the how aggressive feminism has become maybe was a bad thing for Hillary's campaign because there's definitely two types of feminists out there. There's the there's definitely the feminists that want equality. They want equal pay. They want to, but they want to do it passively. They want to do it politically, democratically. And then there's definitely those feminists that are just man haters. Like they just, like they're again, like they don't
Yeah.
understand gender equality. They just want the man to be the low on the totem pole. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, yeah, yeah. Feminism has definitely changed from when it first was coined. It started off as equality. The big thing was the wage gap between men and women, and a lot of women disliked that. It was like for every 75 cents a woman makes a man makes a dollar, and that kind of sparked the whole feminist movement of trying to close that wage gap and just make men and women more equal. But with Trump versus Hillary, Trump I don't think was the best representation for men, because a lot of people saw Hillary Clinton as like the representative for feminism, and a lot of and people the way that feminism evolved is probably because of Trump. It made them a lot more sensitive, and like you said, it made people really want to, or it made feminists see more, uh, or want men to be less than women. It kind of evolved from equality to just wanting men to be the lower of the two.
Right. Yeah. It did. Trump. It made Trump seem like he was against feminism, but in the end,
Yeah.
feminism almost became evil. People were like, "Wow, yeah, like these women are going out in droves, like being super angry, super blah blah,
Right.
and oh, as men, as these rightful thinking men, we don't want women to be angry at us. That's like the one thing that like we can't handle in life as men is when our women are angry. So it was like, man, if Trump or I mean, if Hillary has all these angry women behind her, that's got to be something terrible. We can't go and support Hillary. We need to support Trump and Trump. Trump is surrounded by beautiful women all the time. He says that he likes women. He has he even said that he has all the respect in the world for women. Trump
Yeah,
is
yeah. He
is is definitely for women, and oh, there's nobody that loves women more than I do. Well, let me tell you this: there's definitely porn stars out there that love women way more
Right,
than you, or else they
right.
wouldn't be in that job. But he used it as a tool. He was like, it was right. It was a topic right up there with his wall and his immigration reform. He he let Hillary have that the feminist vote. He let them have
Right.
that, you know. Uh, but what we need to talk about is that there are some women out there that do not they see feminism as a virus amongst their own kind. Like
Yeah, definitely.
they definitely want the man to be the head of the house. They definitely want to not necessarily not have that equality, but they understand, and this is not, my place to say, but they understand that there's a place for them. They are housewives. They stay home. Their husband goes to work.
Jesus.
They go out to tea in their fucking salads with their girls. Like
Their
the
brunch.
yeah, like maybe there's it's a large part of the rich women's society, but you know, we equate feminism. There's a large amount of the group of feminists that are of the LGBT community as well.
Yeah,
So they already have that sort of structure. They're already not necessarily unionized in themselves, but they're already grouped. Like you can almost
right.
spot a feminist from a mile away. You know what I'm saying? But
Right,
like
I
if you
get
go
you.
to a Macy's and you see like some chick picking out a fur coat on a freaking 2 o'clock on a Tuesday, she's not a
Hmm.
feminist because she's out there spending her husband's money. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
Trump almost played to that crowd. He let freaking Hillary have her angry feminists.
yeah, I think why a lot of why a lot of feminists got triggered is because they thought that because Trump won, they're like, oh, the man wins again.
Right.
Like they can't get that out of their vision. Like they just all they see is, well, men win again. But it wasn't that made him win. I mean, them being the way that they are definitely created more supporters for Trump because they were just being so ridiculous about everything. Like he said, like Trump has said before that he has all the respect in the world for women, but they just can't see past that. They just think that a man that just this was another man winning over a woman. A lot of
Hmm.
feminists really hated that just because it was a man beating a woman. Imagine if Hillary Clinton was a man, how much different it would have been. I mean, a lot.
Right.
There would have been a lot more supporters for Trump. It's crazy that with Hillary being a woman, it sparked this whole thing about, it made feminism a huge part of the media.
Right. Like I was saying this from the beginning. Well, kind of once Bernie Sanders, the DNC decided not to go with Bernie Sanders and went with
Right,
Hillary, the one thing I couldn't get off my mind was, dang, I wish that women had a better woman candidate.
right,
Because, dude, a lot of people were saying that she was the better of two evils, and I mean, it's understandable. There's a lot of corruptness. She used to be a lawyer, right? And
hmm,
she got her husband off of lots of sexual charges. She got her husband's friends, also politicians, off of sexual charges. Like she was very corrupt in the protecting of rich people. A lot of her family are railroad tycoons that owned and built railroads back in the day. She's very deeply ingrained in a society that we'll never see, and now
right.
all these Pizzagate rumors are coming up, which
Pizzagate.
man, I was just talking to a dude during an audio event that I did, called the Conscious Life Expo. I was running audio there, and one of the rooms that I was running, a couple of conspiracy dudes came in. Like these dudes are legit. They are going out there finding those stories. One of the guys was like, um, yeah, I went undercover, or I went underground for like 4 months in Panama because there was a couple of dudes chasing me after a story that I thought I had, which it turned out to be nothing. But like, dude, they're in the serious shit. So he confirmed Pizzagate along with a couple other dudes and said that they're working on a story that a lot of those arrests, those 462 arrests that happened in
Right.
LA a couple weeks ago, that was because of this secret society that's going on, that revolves around Pizzagate. So I digress. Hillary Clinton was the better of two evils, or was she? Because we know that Trump is corrupt. We know all the stuff he's been doing. He's been in the limelight for so long, but
Right,
If there
and I mean
was,
with him being under presidency though, I mean he can't do it. He hasn't been able to do everything he's wanted to. You know, like he had that Muslim ban lifted by the Senate or whatever. You know, shortly after he put it through. So you know, it's now that he's president. You know, he can't do everything that he said he was going to do.
right, yeah, like he's more under the microscope, as it were. But so
You
Trump
know, I
allowed.
just think the biggest fault was was the DNC choosing Hillary. That was the biggest just mistake because
Oh yeah, oh
everybody
yeah,
knows that Bernie would have beaten Trump if if he was facing off against him for a presidential election. But
oh yeah,
just I always knew that when people were choosing between Hillary and Bernie, that I was always saying Hillary does not have the stamina to beat Trump. Trump will tear her apart, and that's exactly what he did. He attacked her about her emails. He attacked her about every small thing that was going on with her, and
yeah,
like
and it
go
was
ahead.
it was almost like Trump out pettied Hillary because
Right.
if Hillary in the past has not necessarily been petty in anything. She's always had really good views. She knows how to win those debates. She knows how to talk about the topics that are close to her, right? But
Hmm.
she didn't expect Trump to out petty her. Like he was constantly throwing remarks like, "Oh, if I was in charge,
Yeah.
you'd be in jail," or things like that.
Yeah.
Like he almost played the part of a angry woman scorned against her, and then when
Exactly.
she lowered herself to do that, you know, but what
She just can't retaliate like Trump can't. Like Trump just attacked her, and she just responded in a way that like Trump would be attacking her, and all the Trump supporters would be like, "Ha, bitch," and then like the Hillary supporters would just be like, "Come on, Hillary, fucking attack her back," you know. But the thing is whenever she would open her mouth, everybody would just be bored because she would just say, "Ha ha." I mean, you can say what you want, you know.
right, right.
I'm just talking facts, and you're just saying a bunch of random stuff. You know, everybody would get bored when she opened her mouth, but every time Trump would, everybody would be like on the edge of their seat, just waiting for him to just pop off. You know, he was really interesting to like listen to in the debates, especially.
Right?
And
Yeah.
if Bernie was up there against him, he would have retaliated. Bernie had more energy than Hillary did at her rallies. He was way more ecstatic about everything that was going on, but Hillary was just kind of like the same old, you know?
Yeah, it definitely would have been an old angry man versus an old angry man that doesn't know jack shit about anything.
Right.
like the uranium, it does a lot of bad things. It's a bad thing, folks. It's called nuclear weapons. Like, dude, seriously, Bernie Sanders, if he was talking about uranium, which he probably wouldn't be because, Bernie would have done it the right way and not create such animosity and have
Yeah.
to explain the sensitive details of national security and and all the things that go along with that because he's not out there passive aggressively trying to push people or make the Russians angry at us or I don't even know if the Russians are friends with us or friends with Trump or whatever is going on with that. It's so
Hmm.
confusing now because Trump just doesn't have the right words to address us. Not even in his super infamous Twitter page, that got him so much popularity. But
Yeah, he's always been criticized for his vernacular. It's never been like the most impressive.
right, but
Just the
I
way he
definitely
addresses some things just seems kind of childish.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you that, when Hillary lost the DNC, I mean, when Hillary won the DNC and
Yeah.
Bernie lost it, I was right there with you in thinking that there's no way in hell Hillary is going to beat Trump because he's
Yeah,
gonna.
it's just like, yeah, I seriously saw it that it was either Bernie wins or Trump wins. I just knew that Hillary was not going to win, but it's just hilarious. Like you saw so many people that were so sure that Trump wasn't going to win. And I even can say that the media that was like news outlets saying like, oh, this is why Trump can't win, or here are the numbers. It's like 70% Hillary's going to win, 30% Trump is. Like insane numbers just showing that Trump had like a 90% chance he wasn't going to win. And just
Right.
I can seriously say that those news outlets are another huge reason why Trump won because they made people feel so sure that Hillary was going to win.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it was
And it
like they made everybody feel like without a doubt in their mind that she was gonna win. And I mean, even though she won the popular vote, even just having that extra amount